Welcome to this series on the modality Psych-K. This is a powerful tool used to rewrite the programs, beliefs, and stressors in our subconscious mind. I also would like to tell you that I am a facilitator of Psych-K, and my disclaimer is that I am not here to treat, cure, or prevent any disease. With that, let's get started. Do you find yourself stressed out? Do you feel fatigued or no energy? Do you have pain in the body or chronic pain? What about getting sick often or always at the same time of the year? Do you have problems with relationships, or do you always find yourself attracting in the same type of person, the wrong person? Do you have issues with money? Were you always told that you were not meant to make a lot of money, that money doesn't grow on trees? What if there was a way to be able to help all of these things and more? What if we could rewrite all of our old stories and what we have learned? These issues are all contained in our subconscious mind and in our programming. These can all be changed. We can start living to our full potential from within and stop being victims of our genes and hereditary. Hi, my name is Brian Radke. I just wanted to tell you briefly about myself. I was a college women's basketball coach for 12 years, and we had very successful teams. About 10 years ago, I was introduced to a man by the name of Bruce Lipton, and he spoke about the science of our cells and the subconscious mind. Now, I'm not going to get into all the science details. You can check that out at www.brucelipton.com. But what I can tell you is he had a profound influence on the rest of my life. He introduced me to a modality called Psych-K. So I went and got all the training and certification in Psych-K, and I started working with my athletes. The results were dramatic. We started seeing improvement immediately in all the on-court performance. Then my athletes started coming to me with wondering if I could help them with all their other issues and problems. We saw unbelievable results in their health, schooling, and just general in life. Psych-K is a powerful tool that can bring instantaneous change. It works from the subconscious mind and goes right to the core issues and problems. There are a lot of modalities out there, but they mainly peel back layers and don't go directly to the source of the problem. The difference between what I do and a lot of the other coaches or motivational speakers is that they talk to the conscious mind. The conscious mind only performs about 5% to 10% of your daily or life activity. The subconscious mind holds all our beliefs, habits, and programs. This is where the change needs to take place. When you're only speaking to the conscious mind, this could take a long time to see positive change. This is why when you go to a motivational speaker, you feel like you can conquer the world. Then shortly after it's done, you start falling back into your old thoughts and habits, and you start questioning yourself whether you're good enough. That's because our subconscious mind took over after the event and is back in our old programs or what we were trained to believe. So speaking on the conscious mind, as I stated before, it is a very small part of our thought process. It's volitional. It sets goals and judges results. It only works out of the past and the future. It is very time bound. So when you worry about your past or you think about your future, this is all done in the conscious mind. It processes about 2,000 bits of information per second. Short-term memory is about 20 seconds. And we can have about 1 to 3 events at a time going on in the conscious mind. The subconscious mind, on the other hand, is habitual. It monitors the operations of the body, the heart rate, digestion, and the muscle movements. It is timeless. It is in the present time only. So, for example, if you had a stressor in your life years ago, but it became a program, then every time that stressor in the subconscious mind is triggered, the subconscious mind still thinks it's happening right now. This is why a stress can affect you your whole life, because the mind still thinks it's going on. The subconscious mind is great in the task it performs. For instance, learning how to walk or drive a car, once it's programmed, we don't have to worry about the task anymore. Think what it would be like every day getting out of bed and having to learn how to walk again. This would take forever to accomplish every day. Same thing with driving a car. But as good as it is programming what is useful, think of all of our thoughts that are not beneficial to us. Our negative self-talk, our limiting beliefs. They are all programs. The subconscious mind doesn't care whether the information is good or bad. It plays the tape, the program, and this is where problems occur. This is where the long-term memory is, and it is processing thousands of events at a time, and it averages about 4 billion bits of information per second. This is why it's so important to get to the core issues of our programming in the subconscious mind. Next, I'd like to talk about stress. Stress is the cause of about 95% of all our diseases and everything that affects the body. This is less than 5% of the population that is born with a birth defect or defective gene. More than 95% of everything that affects us is a learned behavior. If you want more information about the science again, please refer to www.brucelipton.com or his blog, The Biology of Belief. In my 10 years of experience working with all types of people, every issue started with a stressor. Depending on the stressor also depends on how it manifests physically in the body. There are three main things we need to live by: love, gratitude, and forgiveness. If you are weak in any or all of these areas, you create issues in the body. Usually everything I work with goes back to one or more of these issues, especially with physical problems in the body. As the saying goes, negative thoughts, then a negative life. Positive thoughts, then a positive life. There are a lot of things that we work on with change in Psych-K, but a few of them are the following: self-esteem, relationships, grief loss, spirituality, personal power, prosperity, health and body. These are the main areas where stressors begin. So if you have an issue in one or more of these areas in your life, then you could be having issues in the body. Some of these issues are not always seen in the physical body until later. Yes, it's easy to see when your knee starts hurting or your lower back. Also, when you have problems on the skin, for example, eczema or some type of rash. But you can't always see if organs are being affected by stress until later on. These are just a few examples. This is why you need to get to the core issues, and that's what Psych-K does. I'm not going to lie to you. This is life-changing in all aspects. I do personal coaching and balancing of the energy in our body. The results are so dramatic, but I want you to know that I am just a facilitator of this modality. The way I explain it is that I help remove the stress or the blocks that are causing issues, and that allows the body to naturally heal itself. Our body is the miracle. I work with serious people that want serious change in their life and are willing to invest in their personal growth and development. Thank you for listening to this information, and I hope this gives you more understanding of what this modality Psych-K can do for you. I hope you have a great, positive day. Thanks again.